The Department of Taxation had the privilege to co-host the launch of the annual report of the Office of the Tax Ombud. The Tax Ombud, Judge Nwekwe, assists taxpayers to resolve their issues with SARS in an independent, fair and free way. His office resolved more than 75% of all valid complaints in favour of the taxpayer.
Professor Riel Fransen, Director of the African Tax Institute at the University of Pretoria, benchmarked the current powers of the Office of the Tax Ombud with international best practice and questioned the lack of redress available to aggrieved taxpayers. Dr. Berry Kroom, Executive EMS Africa, supported this view and proposed the expansion of the current powers of the Tax Ombud to inter alia include compensation payments to aggrieved taxpayers. The problem, however, is that this compensation payments would need to be funded through the tax system, which ultimately would increase the tax burden on taxpayers.
A major concern for tax practitioners, however, has been the withdrawal of SARS's Service Charter and the accompanying Bill of Taxpayers' Rights, as it meant they had no standard against which to measure the services of SARS. Professor Madeleine Stigling stated that the lack of specific service standards in both the SARS annual report and the SARS performance report also contributes to uncertainty as to what taxpayers can expect. It ultimately also results in SARS not monitoring its own services. The only quantitative service standard relates to VAT refunds, and it is ridiculous as the standard is that the average number of days for a VAT refund should not exceed the prescribed period of 21 days. Which in essence means that at least half of the taxpayers would wait longer than the 21 days for their refund. The service standard should rather be that all tax refunds should be paid within 21 days.
Mr. Makwakwa said that there is currently a draft service charter which is on the table with the Executive Committee of SARS waiting approval. Although the Office of the Tax Ombud acts independently from SARS, they have to work closely with SARS to resolve complaints. They are further operationally dependent on SARS, and the Office of the Tax Ombud argued for further independence to have ultimate institutional independence.
In response, Mr. Makwakwa, Executive for Indirect Taxes at SARS, said SARS realizes that the Ombud has a significant role to play. When taxpayer issues are resolved in an independent and fair manner, it helps SARS to recognize its deficiencies and weaknesses, he said.
It is clear that the Office of the Tax Ombud has already had a positive impact on the lives of many taxpayers, and the ripple effect of this will result in increased confidence and trust among many other taxpayers in our tax administration.